Welcome to another edition of Question and Answer with a Criminal Defense Attorney. I'm Mark Solomon, a defense attorney in Denver, Colorado, and today's question is about possession. Before we get to the question, don't forget to hit like if you are enjoying this video and subscribe if you're enjoying all of them, not to mention the little bell to get notified of future videos. Let's get to the question. I am prohibited from possession of alcohol and firearms, probably because of a protection order, but it could be any other sort of judicial order saying you're not allowed to have any alcohol or possession of firearms. What is possession? And the answer to that, a lot more complicated than you might think. There's a number of factors that the law looks at to determine if somebody is in possession, like ownership, proximity, control, or your ability and time to be able to dispossess yourself from the thing you're not supposed to have. So if you own something but you don't have it, that's not necessarily possession. Same thing, if it's very close to you but you don't own it or have any control or ability to have it, then you're not in possession either. Not to mention that if somebody throws you something that you're not supposed to have and you drop it immediately, then you are never in legal possession of it, even though you're actually controlling it for a very brief amount of time. Let's look at the jury instruction on that for a little more clarification. Possession constitutes a voluntary act if the actor was aware of his physical possession and control with enough time to have been able to have terminated it. Okay, now here's a question that comes up quite a bit. What about gun safes or alcohol in the home? I'm not allowed to have a gun, but my wife has a gun safe and it's just chock full of guns. Or, I live with my dad and he drinks and he's not going to get rid of all of his alcohol. What do I do? Well, the answer to that's a little bit more nuanced, and it goes back to the definition. If you don't have access to it, if you can't physically have it, then you're not in possession of it. If the police come to your house and somehow get into that gun safe, they may charge you with the possession of those guns, even though you claim you didn't have access to it. And that'll put you in the defense in the position of potentially going to trial to convince a jury that you did not have access, you didn't have the combination or the passcode to get into the safe. It can be a little tricky. So if you can get rid of guns from your home in that situation, I always recommend it. If not, make sure that the person who does have access to the safe does not give you the combination or the passcode. Okay, so that is the question and answer for today. If you would like your own question answered in a future video, you can put it in the comments below, email it to me, or tag me on Twitter. And as always, if you are contacted by police and they're asking you about what you've done, where you've been, what you have, or what you know, you always have a right to say, I do not want to talk to you, and if they persist, I want an attorney.